20 years.
20 years.
20 years doing that.
Yep. And having fun while we do it. Yeah.
We about to talk about that. Right here, right now. We are in Dallas, Texas, and we're about to go over there to Chris and John, and we're gonna have us some fusion Vietnamese Mexican food, video pho. So, I don't know what she's gonna have, but that's what I'm gonna have, so stick around. What's up, everybody? So here we are. We did go into Chris and John. We couldn't do the video on the inside mainly because they had music playing, and I didn't want to get any strikes or copyright things or anything. So what better place to do it than right here in the front seat of our truck? So
Home sweet home.
pretty much. So 20 years. We started this journey November of 2005, and it is a journey that I do not regret. And one of the biggest things I loved about this journey was mainly because I got to share it with this one here. It wouldn't have been the same, you know, if I was out on the road and she was home, and she was out on the road and I was home. We've gotten to go so many places, see so many things, try so many different new places to eat, as you can see. Visit many different craft breweries and everything.
Just being able to explore the country. I mean, like, it's amazing, especially, you know, when you was, I don't want to say stuck, but when you was in one area and you got used to that area and you wanted to see different things. So this was the way to do it.
Right.
And we did it.
You know, and I'm going to say it just like this, and I'm going to be blunt. Don't wait until you are 65, 70, 80 years old and worked all your life and go and spend $200,000-$300,000 on an RV to pay to drive around the country. Come on over here to Highfield Trucking. Get your half RV / commercial vehicle and get paid to drive around the country. This is hands down the best decision that we have ever made. So in saying that, what I'm going to go into, and I got to give some thanks to quite a few people. But before we go into that thanks, here's a little quick message from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I'm the Highfield Trucking Maintenance and Equipment Manager, and I'm a driver.
Hey, I'm Heather. I work in ops, and I'm a driver.
Hi, I'm Jerry, the Media Director, and I'm a driver.
Hi, I'm Vince. I manage operations, and I'm a driver.
Hey y'all, I'm Mel. I work in ops, and I'm a driver.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm the Highfield Fleet Support for the FedEx fleet, and I am a driver.
Hi, my name's Don. I work in the maintenance department, and I'm a driver.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm co-owner of Highfield Trucking, and I'm a driver.
Hi, I'm Patrick, co-owner of Highfield Trucking, and I'm a driver.
Created by drivers, owned by family, and run for drivers.
Okay, we're back. So, first and foremost, we would like to thank this guy is phenomenal. He did us one of the biggest favors anybody could ever do anybody. He lent us his car for an entire year. And if it was not for him, we were trying to figure out how we were going to get to Indianapolis to go to school. And he said, take my car. And I was like, man, we're going to be gone for a minute. He was like, I got my pickup truck. Just take the car. So first person we would like to thank is Marcus McDougal,
Bruh-law.
aka Black Mac. That's what I call him. My brother-in-law. Thank you so much for that, man. You don't know what it meant to us, what it did for us. And when he called and asked for his car back, I made a phone call. I said, listen, man, I got to get this man his car back. And they was like, put it on the back of the truck and take it to him. I was like, okay, cool. And he had his car back within a week. So, Marcus, thank you, my man, from the bottom of my heart.
He actually popped off the journey, like without his car, his vehicle, and him allowing us to have it for as long as we did, we probably wouldn't be here.
Right.
Really.
So, he's the first person I want to thank. But the second group of folks that I want to thank is our current fleet owner, Highfield Trucking. Without them, we would not be where we are right now. If it were not for what Patrick did for us day one, prevented us from being stranded in Knoxville, Tennessee. If it were not for Patrick, we wouldn't be here right now. So we about to name drop. About to name drop everybody. Thank you, Patrick and Eric, for starting Highfield Trucking. You guys are the reason we're here. Want to thank Vince and Melissa.
There you go.
Our mentors. If it were not for them, we would not be here where we are right now. We want to thank Mel Lee. Even though we don't do a whole lot with Mel, when I do call and need something, she got me. Don't be blowing at me. I'm sitting still in parking spaces.
Parking spaces.
She got my back if I need an extra set of keys or something like that. She takes care of me. Want to thank Kelly and the little runt. I can't call her name. Kayla.
The little runt.
The little pit bull.
Teety bopper.
They are fleet support for the various fleets. They handle business for us when we need them. I ain't even gonna go into the story about what Kelly did for us. Like, we was like 2 weeks in, and the carrier tried to get over on us, and we wasn't having it. And then Kelly definitely wasn't having it, and she made it happen. So, yeah. Want to thank the maintenance crew. Don, Eric, y'all are the mans. I'm not gonna give Jimmy no thanks because he a Broncos fan, and I could say some expletives about him, but I'm not gonna do it. But at the end of the day, thank you too, Jimmy. Y'all make it happen, man. Whenever we're broke, you tell us go fix it, and we've been with other fleet owners that driving, put a Band-Aid on it, and all of that, man. Some people may say otherwise, but the equipment is well maintained, as maintained as the drivers maintain it, as well as are letting maintenance know, hey, this is wrong with our truck.
Yeah.
And if something's wrong with your truck, our maintenance crew say, hey, go get it fixed. It's just that simple. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. If we call that maintenance hotline, one of them will pick up.
That's right.
Also want to thank Delina and Mel once again, or Melissa once again, our recruiters. They keep heaven packed with fresh souls, so to speak. They keep us with teams to mentor. So kudos to those young ladies. And last but not least, I'm forgetting somebody.
Yeah.
What's her name? Shannon?
Who?
Patrick and him assistant. Thank you too, Shannon. I think her name is either Shannon or Heather. It's one of the two. So Shannon or Heather, whatever your name is, thank you too. So lastly, we would like to thank Miss Carla. Miss Carla is who sees to it that we get paid every week on time. if something's wrong with our settlement, we get a hold of Kayla get a hold of Miss Carla, it's fixed. So it's not often our settlement is wrong, but it happens. But nonetheless, we have never had to deal with, oh, we can't pay you this week, we'll pay you next week. We've been paid every week on time for the past 3.5, or it's almost 4 years now. So this has been a monumental journey, and there's a few other people that, you know, we got to thank, kind of stepping away from the, excuse me, burping up video. A few other people that we want to thank is Expedite Solutions. Even though they went the way that they went, if it wasn't for them, we would not be here. One person in particular at Expedite Solutions who I actually talked to the other day is Mr. Charles Williams. I wound up finding him on Facebook. I was talking about him, and Facebook showed him as a person I should know. Our phones are doing way too much. I haven't talked to Charles in almost 6 or 7 years. When we met him up at the Flying J in El Paso, when we had just came back out on the road. Mr. Charles Williams, man, that man taught us so much, and he was like our go-to guy, our mentor when we first started, and really, really great guy. And huge shout out and huge thank you to Charles. The next people we would like to thank, hands down, is our Express One family. And I'm about to go down the list because without them, they are the reasons why we fell in love with Expedite. And moving from a small company to a big company, oh, it hurt so bad. But being in that small company where everybody knew everybody, we were not just a truck number at Express One, we were Steve and Nisha. And we could walk up to and walk in the building, and they would let us in, and we would sit and dispatch with our dispatchers. That's the type of relationship that we have with our Express One family. So got to start with our dispatch team, starting with Gina, her husband John, Liz, Kelly Bean, Justin, who else? It was one more person in there,
Dwayne.
No, Dwayne wasn't dispatch.
Oh, dispatch. Oh, okay.
I was gonna get to Dwayne. But since I'm talking about Dwayne Ridgway, one of the recruiters there, Michelle Pence, whom both of them we are still in contact with today, and they're still really good friends of ours. It's one more dispatcher, and oh my God, it's gonna come to me. But let me move over to the international team. There was Sebastian. Oh, Brian. Brian was the other dispatcher. Brian is actually now the president of XPO or whatever it is. Okay. But anywho, Sebastian, and then what was the girl? How's her name? We used to go Sherry. Yeah, and Sherry. And then there was always Erica Pickles. She was hilarious. Her dad, Larry Pickles. Extra huge shout out to Mike Welch and Keith Avery, the founders of Express One, and then also Jeff Curry. I'll never forget the conversation I had with Jeff Curry about 5 or 6 years before we got into Expedite. He talked to me for about 45 minutes, and I knew then that I wanted to get into Expedite. And then you say, I want to drive a truck, and I said, I got just a thing for us to do. And what happened 2 weeks later? We was on our way to Indianapolis in a borrowed car. But
we made it. We here.
Yes.
So 20 years later.
20 years later. So one last person that I would like to thank at Express One is Bob Tracy. As well as his son Kyle. I almost left Kyle out. But Bob Tracy, the way that when he say, this is Bob Tracy. You call, or if he call you, he'd be like, "This is Bob Tracy, Director of Safety at Express One. You in trouble." Man, he got me straight on quite a few things, and rest in peace, Mr. Tracy. You know, great guy, learned a lot from him. So, also want to thank the staff at Metlin Expedite, because if it wasn't for Susan Metlin, we wouldn't have been able to get back out here on the road, because we tried multiple places and we got shot down, even with all of the experience that we had. So thank you, Miss Susan, for bringing us back out on the road. Also want to thank Tri-State and its staff. I don't remember a whole lot of people from Tri-State, because we didn't, even though we were there for 3 years, we didn't really have
it was a different situation.
Yeah, it was a different setting, so we really couldn't
interact with them.
Yeah, the only person that we really interacted with was Mike, and yeah, and then the other Mike Lawrence, one of the owners, because he followed us on Instagram and loved our content and told me, "Don't stop what I'm doing, be you." And I was like, okay. And then we also would like to thank, you know, Panther. You know, they have been phenomenal. I remember once upon a time we heard so much bad stuff about Panther. Well, Panther this, Panther that, Panther this. The last 3.5, almost 4 years have been wonderful. What works for some people doesn't work for others. It's working just fine for us. So thank you guys at Panther as well. So gonna go ahead and close this video out. We might do another 20 years, might retire next year, who knows.
Yeah.
But
about 20 years, but
when we do retire, I will say this. Highfield Trucking is our last stop on this train, and there will be no other fleet owners past this. They have been the greatest fleet owner experience that we have had. Granted, I can't just walk up to Patrick and Eric's house and walk in like we used to could at Miss Susan's, but from A to Z, everything has been almost pure perfection in our eyes and in our experience with Highfield Trucking. And, you know, want to thank Eric and Patrick and the rest of the staff for all y'all do. And if we decide to retire next year, I most certainly hope to stay in the Expedite game, and maybe can you see me? Can you see me? Maybe there's a position or two available for two soon to be starving retired truck drivers at Highfield. So
we gotta be starving though.
Yeah, we're gonna be starving. We're gonna lose a lot of weight and go to Patrick and show him our ribs. Be like, we hungry, bro. But anywho, if you guys want any more information on Highfield Trucking, expediting, please reach out to us. You can reach out to Highfield Trucking at www.highfieldtrucking.com. You can go find them on Facebook at Highfield Trucking, TikTok, Highfield Trucking. So my phone cut off. It got too hot while I was recording. So just wanted to record this last little bit once again. Reach out to Highfield Trucking if you got any questions about Highfield Trucking. If you want to know anything about Expedite, reach out to us via TikTok, Instagram, all the same name, The Real Trucker Couple. We gladly talk to people about this industry that we love. Not this industry, I'm sorry, this lifestyle that we love so much. So we're about to peel out. We're about to head home for the next 7 or 8 days. Turkey Day is coming up. We got a few teams that's going to be coming through, and we're going to cook dinner for them. Anybody who follow us on social media know that we typically are out on the road for Turkey Day, and we cook and we hand out plates on behalf of Highfield Trucking to the drivers that's out there on the road that couldn't make it home to their families. So we will see y'all again real soon. Most likely going to be around Turkey Day. We'll come to you with a special video, and we 10-10 in the win.